Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is one of the few times I'm gonna get going on this channel. Um, One of my favourite videos, like a secret guilty pleasure, is a what's in my bag video, and I thought today I would do one from the perspective of somebody who is a disabled prepper. So yeah, I've currently got two bags on the go. I have this one I use when it's more casual and kind of everyday. Has a nice pocket, has a big section inside, has a hidden pocket. Just a cheapy one from Temu. Or I have this bigger one, which isn't very practical at all. And my mum gave me it, which is why I'm clinging on to it. But I do need a more practical, everyday handbag that I can use for interviews and stuff as well. But yeah, I'm going to be pulling stuff out of this one, but the same content goes into both. They just literally get swapped over. But I had an interview the other day, so I needed a smarter bag. Yeah, and I'm just going to pull it out in order that I grab things, because this bag has no organisational whatsoever. So first things first, gloves. We are still technically in winter in England, so I need to protect my digits. The most tattered glasses case known to man, and inside it has my reading glasses. I just keep them in my bag so I know where they are. Yeah, I am short-sighted, but I also need reading glasses, and technically I need a third pair for laptop, but I can't afford that. Purse just has the usual, bank cards and stuff in. I'm not going to get them all out. Purse, money, bank cards, library card, you get the gist. Tissues, because winter is cold and flu and COVID season. We don't want to be gross. In the same vein, hand gel, because cold, flu, COVID season. I always keep tissues and hand gel in my bag regardless, because I am a sickly person at times. Notepad. He is a writer. I just like to have a notepad with me so I can jot down things if I get a spare 5 minutes or so. And to go with it, a pen. I don't have a preference in pens as long as it's not black. It's easy for my dyslexia to not use black. I don't know why, it just is. We have some hygiene products. There is a spare pair of pants as well. Not only because I'm a female, I don't get periods anymore, but I like to keep some supplies in case a mishap happens or another lady might need them. But I also have IBS, so that pad you see is actually an incontinence pad. Accidents happen. And in the same vein, some wipes I can clean up if an accident should happen. So many tissues. Again, if I want to smell nice, or if I need to hide the smell of IBS attack happening, I've got that in there. It is the Miso vanilla fudge milkshake. It smells really nice actually. For a cheapie one to keep in my handbag. I don't actually have a signature perfume. I just use whatever. Squishy. I'm autistic. Sensory toys are kind of like a must, right? Antihistamines. I have food allergies. This is what I use to treat food allergies. I haven't needed them in a long time, but I like to have them on hand just in case, because I'm also allergic to like cats and get hay fever really bad as well. A hairbrush and comb set that's gross and needs cleaning. There we go. Just nice to have. We are in windy season, so good for doing touch-ups. I carry some Cocodamol for when pain of like knee joints or IBS or whatever gets too bad. I can't tolerate ibuprofen, but if I am having an attack, I do need something stronger than paracetamol. These do the job. I am very careful and only take them as recommended though. I also just carry some spare medication around with me. So that's like a day's worth of my medication. Just like if I get stuck somewhere overnight, I'm not worried about like getting home from meds. It gives me a little bit more freedom, you know. Lip gloss. I may feel the need to girly up. So I like to have an option. It's pretty much the only makeup I actually do wear, unless like I'm doing full, night out glam, like twice a year, if that. But I'm not like an everyday girly makeup person. Lip balm for lips. It's actually good for dry hands as well, or could use it to start a fire if needs be. Yeah, we just have more pens in the bottom section, more tissues, keys which I'm not showing on camera because I am a little bit paranoid. And then this is like the main preppy thing. This is what I call my get home bag. To be honest, I am never more than 4 hours walk away from home. It's very rare that I am more than 4 hours walk away from home. So I don't feel like the need to have a lot of preps for like an overnight stay out or whatever. So plan accordingly, I guess. Hey, it's Editor Ange here. Before we carry on, there was a few things missing out of that pouch that should have been in or with it. There is normally a water bottle. It's in the wash. The power pack is in charge. And what was the other thing? Snacks. I need to put some more snacks in. Anyhow, back to the video. And that's what the inside looks like, and we'll just go through it quick. I'm not getting the first aid supplies out, but just know I have them, and like an emergency blanket should I need to make a temporary shelter. We just have plasters, more of a boo-boo kit than anything else in there. In this side, hand warmers, Cura heat, that kind of stuff. Again, kind of pain relief, kind of practicality. I'm just going to put that down a minute. I do have some paracetamol for just like everyday headaches or whatever. I'm not going to use the cocodamol for that. That cocodamol is strictly reserved for the big owies. I have duct tape, the prepper's favourite. Everybody gets some sort of tape, right? I do have a waterproof notebook. This is if I have to write down instructions, or jot a note and leave it in rainy weather, because let's face it, all it ever does in England is bloody rain, I swear to God. Do I have anything in that section? I have like a multi-tool card with a bit of cordage. This is the thing that I use most of my handbag. This comes in so incredibly useful in ways that you wouldn't imagine. The last time I had to use it, it was to free a trolley coin that I got stuck in the supermarket trolleys. So yeah, there's that. I have a couple of button compasses if I need to use it for directions. They're not the best, they're not the worst. Pencil. Whoops. Magnetic pickup stick. I don't have anything magnetic right now, but you know, if you drop your keys, you can easily retrieve them. If you need to get something out of the tight corner, being handy for that as well. This is like I think for tonsil stones. I get them alarmingly frequently. So just scoop it out, keep it in the plastic for hygiene. I need better plastic now. Oh well. We have a torch. It is just a very basic torch. One setting. Yeah, just the one setting. It's USB rechargeable. It'll get me out of a pinch. I do mean to put a headlamp in there. I just keep forgetting, so I'm going to do that after I finish recording this. So yeah, back to it. We just have another pen because I wanted this to be self-contained, so if I did have to dump and run, I've got something that could go in my pocket, attached to my belt, and like keep my hands free, but without carrying the weight of everything else that I mightn't necessarily need to. I have a tape measure in here. That was with the intention of going furniture shopping, to make sure furniture would fit. Since the finances have changed, that isn't necessarily happening anytime soon, but I'll just keep it in there in case I do spot something, because walking around the street, you do sometimes find people leave things out that you can collect for free, and we've picked up a few decent items that way. So I have a face mask, need to say more. Yep, that's all first aid supplies. Oh, I have a little fix-it kit, just a tiny one. Spectacle fixing, needle and thread, some of them clothing tape strips. There's something else in here. Ooh. These are button compass. I keep them in separate compartments so they don't affect each other. That is just first aid supplies. You know, boo-boo kit basically. Burn gel, some gauze, some bandages, some wipes, plasters, that kind of thing. Yep. some safety pins for extra repairs. There is a whistle that's supposed to be in here. I don't know where that went. And I have a carabiner as well, so I can attach things if I need to. But yeah, that's basically what I keep in my handbag. I don't carry a knife with me, not on the everyday. Oh, there's the whistle. Just put it on the floor. I don't carry a knife on the everyday because if I'm not prepared to use it in a fight, I don't see why I would carry it. If I'm going further afield, I know that I don't have a chance of getting back from on an overnight. I do have a multi-tool that I sometimes throw in there, but on the everyday I don't bother because, like I say, I'm less than 4 hours away from home regardless. So I think I could probably walk that or find accommodation somewhere. And the laws around multi-tools are just, I personally don't want to risk it. I probably should carry something, which is why I have the scissors. These cut decently. I can sharpen the blade to turn it into a cutting tool if I need to. The multi-tool has pretty sharp edge as well. So that's what I'm using instead. The whistle is decently loud, but it also doubles up as, I don't know if you can see it with the black on black, but that is a fire steel on the whistle. There is a lighter that goes with it as well. Again, I need to replace that because it's actually ran out of fuel. So it's a good job I'm making this video. But yeah. Actually, what am I doing? That'll go straight onto the carpet instead of like. But yeah, I have practiced with this outdoors. It works. There is some matches I'm gonna put in there as well, just in case. But I don't want to carry too much on the everyday and then not need it. I'd rather just have enough for emergencies, but not like a full bug out bag, if that makes sense. And I have found that is what works for me, kind of like getting out of inconveniences, minor injuries. It would get me home from my parents' house, which is the longest I do travel on the regular. If I had to hoof it, and I always make sure that I'm wearing trainers or boots that I can walk in when I go there. I also make sure I have a decent coat with me when I go there. So I'm not like thinking I need to build like shelter overnight. So yeah, when I'm at my parents', I do put in some paracord as well, just in case. I mean, to be honest, I have used that to fix bags and keep my trousers up more than I've used it for building shelters. But it's handy to have. Anyhow, I am rambling on. That is a what's in my bag, the disabled prepper style. If I'm missing something, please let me know. If you think there's something I could take out, again, please let me know. But yeah, I have been Ange, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.